I'm Ashley Haas, and you're watching Ashley Against All Odds. It has been the most insane week of all of our lives. Let's have a drink and talk sports. It's week 9, and my Philadelphia Eagles are still currently leading the NFC East with 3 wins. It is so sad. Thank goodness they have a bye week along with the Rams, the Bengals, and the Browns. Can't gamble on them, and that's actually the best bye week I could have asked for. Those wouldn't have been good matchups. But one of the better matchups we have this weekend, the Bills hosting the Seahawks, and DK Metcalf. At 22 years old, this kid is 229 pounds, 6'4". You look at him next to some of these other players like Lockett, oh my gosh, kid is huge. I don't think it should be any surprise that DK is an amazing star athlete when his father is Terrence Metcalf, who was drafted 3rd round by the Bears in 2002. He played for 9 seasons and he went to the Super Bowl. He has good genes, and I think this kid is gonna have an amazing year, not to mention amazing week 9 game against the Bills. The Bills are home and they're given 3 points, and I think with good reason, because I think the Seahawks are going to take this game and they're going to cover. Spread them. Speaking of Terrence Metcalf and the Chicago Bears, they are going to be taking on the Tennessee Titans this weekend. In Tennessee, both coming off of a 2-game losing streak. The Titans are favored right now by 6 points. Yeah, they're going to win and they're going to cover. Even though I love you, Foles, I can't take you this weekend. So Titans are going to win, and I think they're going to cover that 6-point spread. Spread them. The Lions are the Vikings, and the Vikings are a 4-point favorite, and this is easily my pick of the week. This team got their groove back. They were not the Viking team that we knew in the first part of the season, and now they are back. They are better than ever. The Vikings won, and they covered the spread the last 2 times they played the Lions, so that's making me think I have to take the Vikings, even though I already wanted to take the Vikings. If you have Dalvin Cook on your fantasy football team, then lucky you. This kid is going to rack up a ton of points this game. They're going to win, and they're going to cover that 4-point spread. Spread them. Ooh, I'm so excited for this next matchup. Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens that are going to be going up against Phillip Rivers and the Indianapolis Colts. Now, both of these teams are second in their division in the AFC. Do or die, of the utmost importance for both of these teams to win. I just love it. Oh, it's going to be such a good game. No, both of these teams have been playing amazing, but I think that the Ravens are a much better team. Spread's only 2.5. They'll cover. Spread them. The Houston Texans are at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Texans are a 6.5-point favorite, which is kind of surprising, but then it's not, because Gardner Minshew won't be starting for the Jaguars. He has a hurt thumb, and Jake Luton will be starting in his place. That gives me all the more reason to take the Texans here. Both of these teams are at the bottom of the AFC South. It's not really a playoff contender game for these two. It's more of a pride and division rivalry. The fact that Gardner Minshew is out, I have no idea what Jake is going to do. I think it's going to be a very good matchup, and I think that the Texans are going to win this. They should, on paper, be the better team, so I'm going to take Texans for the win. But 6.5. Yeah, I think they're going to cover. Spread them. The Carolina Panthers are at the Chiefs. McCaffrey is expected to finally be back, and the Chiefs are currently a 10.5-point favorite, even with McCaffrey expected to play for the Panthers, and will definitely give the Chiefs a run for their money. Now, I do think the Chiefs are going to win this game with their star-studded talent that they have. Teddy Bridgewater was injured in last week's game, was in full participation in Wednesday's practice, and he is expected to start in Sunday's game, but he did take a brutal hit last weekend from defensive end Charles Harris. I mean, that was a hit. They have their stars in, but I don't know how well they will perform, and again, such an amazing team right now like the Chiefs, who are home and just keep adding even better players. Even though it's a high spread, I think the Chiefs are going to win by 2 touchdowns, so they're going to cover. Spread. This game is just so exciting. New York Giants are going to be traveling to Washington to play Washington. If they could just pick a name already, it's so annoying. Anyways, they're going to be playing the football team. Washington is currently a 3-point favorite here at home. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Both these teams really stink right now, but I think the Giants are going to win. With Sterling Shepard being back and the Giants finally starting to get themselves together, and I think that they have a lot to prove, and this is a division rivalry. Washington currently has the worst offense in the NFL, and it's no surprise that the Jets are just after them. Actually, it is kind of a surprise. I would think that the Jets, definitely 32nd, not 31, but hey, good for the Jets. I'm not going to spend too long on this game. Take the Giants with a spread, you get 3 points, but if you're feeling risky, I think they're definitely going to win straight out, so I would even take a money line. And now for an AFC West division matchup, we have the Chargers that are going to be hosting the Las Vegas Raiders. And this game is a pick'em. The Raiders are 4-3 and coming off of an amazing win, which I might have predicted. I did predict. And they're going to be playing the Chargers, who are 2-4. They keep coming close to a win, but they're not getting the wins. Come on, kid, get this win. I have a feeling that you're gonna win, you're home, and it's a pick'em, so I picked them. The 3-4 Denver Broncos are gonna be traveling to the 2-6 Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons are 2-6 and last in their division. They are the favorite. I definitely think they're gonna win by a touchdown, so take the Falcons, and they're gonna cover that spread. Tua got his first win last week. They are going to be going up against the Cardinals, who are the favorite at home, and they are a 4.5-point favorite. This is a really good matchup because it's two very young and talented quarterbacks. I think Kyler Murray has a little bit of a one-up on Tua. Tua's only started one game in the NFL, and Kyler has already gone up and played some of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, so I think with the Cardinals being home, it's a no-brainer for me. I'm going to have to take the Cardinals for the win here, and I think they're going to cover 4.5 points. Spread them. Oh, now for the biggest point spread in the NFL. We have the undefeated, that's right, the last team in the NFL to be undefeated. I think they could go undefeated to week 12 because of their schedule, so good for them. Wow. The biggest point spread that we have this week. Spread's 14. Oh my gosh. You know what? Buy a half a point here, guys. Take them for 13.5. Spread them. And now for Sunday Night Football. I smell rematch. All right, so we have Tom Brady and the Buccaneers that are going to be hosting Drew Brees and the Saints. So this is going to be such a good matchup. You know, they played each other in week 1 and the Saints won, which I predicted. Tom Brady is home and he is locked and loaded with weapons. He's got Antonio Brown. He has his other go-tos, Mike Evans and Gronk. This team is finally come together. I'm pumped to see who's going to be Brady's go-to guy. I definitely think the Steelers are going to be undefeated until week 12. I mean, they only have to play the Bengals and then the Jaguars, which I think they could easily win both of those games. It's not until week 12 that they're going to play the Ravens again, which they beat in week 8. Now it's in Baltimore, and I already am predicting that the Ravens should win that game short of COVID or injuries. Spread's 4.5. Brady's going to win by a touchdown. So yeah, I'm going to say it's going to be a close in that spread 4.5. They're going to be a field goal or a touchdown. I'm going to lean towards touchdown. I'm going to take the Buccaneers to win, and I think they're going to cover 4.5. Spread them. And now for Monday Night Football. It is not an amazing matchup because we can still gamble on it, and it's an easy win. So at least we have that. The completely winless New York Jets that are hosting the New England Patriots. Back in the day, the Patriots would wipe the floor with the Jets. So is it possible for the Jets to get their first win against the Patriots? Definitely. Yeah, because the Patriots are not their normal selves. They're injured. They're not playing together. And Belichick is off. Everybody's off. Do I think the Jets are going to win at home, get their first victory? No. I think that the Patriots are out for blood, and Belichick needs to prove something. So unfortunately, I think they're going to take it out on the Jets. I think they're going to cover that 7 points easily. Try to rack up as many points as possible since they were completely humiliated last week. So I feel very badly that yes, take it out on the New York Jets. But Monday Night Football, definitely easy money. Take the Patriots for the win, and they're going to cover 7 points. And guys, that's week 9. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we got here. And I will see you guys week 10. Cheers.